few of the buttons. So how's work? Julie?
What?
How's work?
What?
Like right in my face, so I don't want to talk really loud in your face. Ugh.
That's a little better.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you. I had to adjust my volume.
Oh, last week it was too loud for me.
Really?
This is why I need to do my real estate videos. Look at the pretty Julie.
Look at Justin. I don't see Cassandra.
Yeah, there she is.
Where?
You gotta look quick because she's jumpy like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so same routine as before with a 5, 6, 7.
That's got a delay.
Oh yeah, about a half a minute. About a half a minute. It's quite a lot. So what?
Do you want to?
No, you're there. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll stick around and I'll make sure that you know what to do and when to do it. Meanwhile, you just chatter with Julie and yeah.
Wish for a facelift?
A facelift.
Yeah. Look at. So WRAS 515.
Maybe.
I blitzed you last week.
That's right. I know that I've never, ever, even once messed up my call sign.
Whatever. Nerd. I'm not sure who's a bigger nerd, you or Julie.
Justin. Definitely. What are these WRFG 361 from last week, Michael?
Yeah, is that Atlanta 4-6, I believe?
That's the one that he didn't have
He
a.
got number last week.
He didn't have a.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, but he registered? He just didn't get a number
He
yet?
didn't have a
And I
tag
saw a
number.
message a little bit ago that he's just getting off of work and he is dashing to the car to be on the net.
Aw.
Jamming that phone.
Man, people actually like rearrange their schedules to do this.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a big deal.
We're live
Alright,
on.
yeah, it's time. You ready?
Yes.
Alright. Good evening, friends, and welcome to the North Georgia GMRS Regional Net. I'll be working off the Pine Log Mountain repeater tonight, but we will be networked in with Zello, Sassafras, Ballground, Somerville, Jersey, Crawford, Lookout Mountain, Madison, Noonan, McDonough, Moreland, Columbus, and Zebulon. Tonight, our RF coverage area will be in excess of 31,000 square miles. This net takes place every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. I would like to thank everyone who has made North Georgia GMRS the most expansive and active GMRS network in the country. Your net control tonight is Atlanta 947 WQIR 514. My name is Julie, and I'm located in Woodstock, Georgia. On the net, you can talk about your day's activities, radio equipment, or anything you think we would like to know. This is a family-based network, so we would encourage you to get your family involved. Once the floor is open, it is permissible to address the other members of the net by their name or tactical unit number. The use of your FCC call sign is only required when you sign in and sign out of the net. When signing in, please speak slowly and clearly as you give your tactical unit number, name, call sign, and location. At this time, I will take check-ins. Any Zello check-ins, please call Net Control now.
When do I check
This is 253 WQNV 274, Donald from Blairsville, Georgia. This is Atlanta 115 WRDQ 678, Brian on Zello from the Floor and Decor building in Marietta. This is WREB 450, Flip in Druid Hills, Atlanta 26.
Where was Flip?
Druid Hills, D-R-U-I-D.
Hills?
Hills. Druid Hills. Somewhere in Atlanta.
Over there by Toco Hills.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good to me.
Emory. Decatur.
You gotta get that mic up closer or they'll never hear you.
I don't want them.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 23, Mitchell. Oh, hold on. This showed up on my screen. Actually, Atlanta 23, Mitchell, he had called earlier, said he was going to be at a family event, but he would like for us to get him in the logbook. So, Mitchell, if you happen to be listening in, thank you for that. Hope you're having a great time. Okay. I'm acknowledging Atlanta 253, Donald in Blairsville, Atlanta 115, Brian in Marietta, and Atlanta 26, Flip in Druid Hills. Are there any other Zello check-ins? Any other Zello check-ins? Now's your chance. Net Control standing by.
This is Atlanta 350, WQNB 686, Jim in Tucson. Good evening, Miss Jewel and everybody on the net. If you would check me in and out. Good evening all.
That's what I sound like.
A lot of times. Net Control is acknowledging our friend Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown. Jim, I show you as in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening. Hope you have a great weekend, my friend. All right, I'm going to move on to Pine Log check-ins. Anybody wishing to check in through Pine Log, now's your chance. Net Control is standing by.
That's me, right?
Atlanta 32, check it in and out to ball ground, WQCD 705.
This is Atlanta 948, WRER 430, Gary in Woodstock. Check me in and out, Julie. This is Atlanta 91, WQXN 735, Alfonso from Marietta. Checking in.
This is Atlanta 57, WQZC 882, Andrew in Holly Springs.
I need to check in.
Go ahead.
Do I have to?
You've
I do
got
this.
one.
Oh. This is Atlanta 911 WRAS 515 Cassandra in Woodstock in Studio B.
This is WRCD 630, Atlanta 33, Ricky up in Jasper.
This is Atlanta 946, WQYR 514. Justin, in the driveway at Studio B since I've been kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh, what a turd. if I didn't know better, I'd say he's a smoker.
Net Control is going to go ahead and break right there and acknowledge Atlanta 32, Chris in ball ground. Chris, I show you is in and out. Hope you and the family are well, my friend. I have Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock, also in and out. Thank you for checking in with us tonight, Gary. I have Atlanta 91, Alfonso in Marietta. Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. Atlanta 911, Cassandra sitting right next to me in Studio B. Atlanta 33, Ricky in Jasper. And Atlanta 946, Justin hiding in the driveway. Couldn't get out there fast enough. So, if there are any other check-ins for Pine Log, if I've missed anyone, go ahead and call Net Control now.
Okay, so while she's talking,
Oh, we don't want the log. I have one job and I forget it.
when she comes back, just hit.
This is Atlanta 261 WRCT 399, Scott from Woodstock. If you would, Net Control, thank you, Miss Julie. Just check me in and out this evening. I'm actually movie time with the other 2 6s. We are working on them. Talk to you later. Thank you so much.
This is Atlanta 291, WQYJ 279. Nick in Ackworth, I'll be in and out. Good evening.
Getting a lot of chickens tonight. A lot of check-ins.
How many chickens?
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 261, Scott in Woodstock. Scott, I have you as in and out. Thank you for checking in. Enjoy those movies with the family. Tell everyone hello from me. And Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth, also in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening, Nick. You're sounding great as always booming through here. So thank you for checking in with us. And with that, I'm going to move on to all other repeater check-ins. Any repeater anywhere, please call Net Control now.
I thought you weren't renewing it.
Did I hear 46 in there?
That's what I heard.
This is Noonan 40, WQZW 444. Larry's name, and good evening, Julie. Good to hear you.
Do you know what that's for?
What? Larry?
Larry Chapel,
Yeah.
Noonan 40.
40, yeah.
Atlanta 60, Gary in Noonan.
What?
WQYU 407. Good evening to everybody. Julie, you're doing a fine job. Sorry to hear that Justin's hiding in the Jeep.
McDonough 22, WRCR 952, Tim in Stockbridge, trying to stay dry.
Let's see, 46. Why is this screen? Can't.
Just drag your screen that you want to see over the top of them.
46. Logan. Is that Logan? Phil. Whatever.
I don't think you have enough monitors.
I know. Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 46, Michael in Loganville. I have Noonan 40, Larry in Noonan. I also have Atlanta 60, Gary in Noonan. And I have McDonough 22, Tim in Stockbridge. Good evening, everyone. Now, there was a point in time that it sounded like there was a double, so if I've missed you, if you've not heard your name, or if you'd still like to check in, now's your chance. Net Control is standing by.
You can teach an old dog new tricks. They just don't remember them.
All right, with nothing heard, we'll go ahead and move on. But before we take our informal comments, I just want to make a quick announcement that you've asked for it and we have answered. So, our first of the year meet and greet we have scheduled for March 21st at 6 p.m. That's going to take place at Wallace Barbecue in Austell. If you haven't had a chance to eat there yet, let me tell you, you are in for a big treat. I want to give a great big warm thank you to Houston and Mona for getting this put together for us, reserving the tables and getting all that taken care of. So we do have that posted on Facebook, so if you have an opportunity, please get on there and let us know if you're planning on being there. That way we can get an accurate count and make sure that we have plenty of seats available. So this is an excellent opportunity for you to put a face to the voice, and it's just great food and it's a great time of fellowship. So I highly encourage you that if you haven't been to one yet, or even if you have, this is a great time, and we'd love to see you out there. So please get on Facebook and put in your reservation. Let me break. And with that, we'll go ahead and begin with informal comments. I have, beginning with Atlanta 253, Donald in Blairsville. Good evening, Donald. How are you doing? And are you still hanging out with your mom?
Good evening, Miss Julie, and good evening to the rest of the net. No, I am not hanging out with my mother now. I am hanging out with the dog now.
Well, very cool, Donald. Yeah, you sure like to have that dog around, that's for sure. So I've seen the pictures of that pup, and I get it. That dog is adorable. But tell me, how is things with your mother? I know that was her first time there hanging out at the cabin with you. Did you guys do anything exciting? Maybe I lost him? What are you doing?
He's
Well,
acting like a
apparently
teenager.
I lost Donald, so don't know if your batteries went out or so your location or what's going on, Donald. But we'll get back to you after a while. Good talking to you. Glad you had an opportunity to check in with us tonight. That brings us to Atlanta 115. Brian, right here in Marietta. Good evening, Brian. It's been a minute since I've talked to you. How are you doing tonight? Did something happen to our Zello?
Not sure.
I don't know why you're doing all that.
Well, good evening, Miss Julie. Good evening to
Your
everyone
hand
in
is
the
in my
net.
way.
I'm doing pretty good. I've got a small team renovating some offices here by the floor and the core building, just trying to keep going, but we are just enjoying the night. And trying to get all this rain to go away would be great. That we're getting tired of.
I hear that, Brian. Yeah, I'm with you. I am sick and tired of this rain, too. And They say it's going to be a pretty day, and we've got another pretty 4 days ahead of us before maybe more rain comes in. Don't know. Maybe you know more about that than I do.
That's about the information I have as well, according to my Weather Channel app, and I'm excited for it. The wife and I are throwing our first little party for our family to see the house that we moved into last year. We finally got a couple of repairs on it done, and just kind of wanted to show it off. So we've got that coming this Saturday, and then I've heard about the barbecue that we're going to on March the 21st. I'm excited for that. I am planning on going to that. I haven't responded to it on Facebook, but I have put it on my list for this month to come out and say hello to everybody and meet the team.
I love it, Brian. That is fantastic. I'll be looking forward to meeting you, and I hope your wife is able to come as well. So it's going to be a good time for sure. Well, exciting stuff about the house. Yeah, I know that's been, a project of yours, and I'm glad everything's finally come together for you. So fantastic, Brian. Well, it's great talking to you, my friend. Look forward to hearing more about that in a little bit. With that, I'm going to go ahead and move on, though. We have our friend Atlanta 26 Flip in Druid Hills. Good evening, Flip. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Julie. Thank you. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Just got back from a quick long weekend trip up to the big city where we saw a couple of shows and took a food tour down in Greenwich Village and generally kicked around. The weather was a lot like it is here, kind of drizzly and not too cold but not too warm. And I was thinking about when y'all were talking about rain that we had 10.5 inches here in Atlanta in February. So I don't know if that's any kind of a record, but that's a lot. That's enough rain for me. I think our plants are enjoying it, though, getting ready for the springtime. So hope everybody's good. I'm going to look forward to seeing everyone on the 21st, hopefully, that evening. I don't know whether I should RSVP or just show up. If you have any comments on that, let me know. Thanks.
Flip, do you have Facebook that you can get on and maybe RSVP?
I do. I can look for that. Sure. Is it on the main GMRS website or Facebook page?
Yes, it is. So I would highly recommend that you get on there and let us know if you're planning on coming and how many you'll be bringing with you. That way we can have a count and make sure that we have enough tables and chairs reserved together. So, you can always show up. Anybody can show up. It's just if you happen to show up like that, then there's no guarantee that we'll be able to sit together. So, at least if we have an accurate count, we can work at getting everybody closer together. So I do encourage you to at least get on there and let us know if for some reason you can't find us on there, or if your computer is down, you can definitely let me know ahead of time and we'll take the count and make sure that Mona in Houston is aware of it. So great stuff, Flip. I'm looking forward to seeing you. So that's outstanding. I think we'll probably have a nice crew that's going to show up there. Well, I don't know what just happened there, but that's okay. Flip, we'll get back to you. But it's great talking to you, my friend. It's been a minute. So I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, I think we're going to dry out here over the weekend. So take advantage of it. With that, I'm going to move on to our friend Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown. He was in and out. Our friend Atlanta 32, Chris in Ball Ground, also in and out. And our friend Atlanta 948, Gary, sitting right here in Woodstock, our backyard buddy. He's in and out as well. Good evening to all three of you gentlemen. Thank you for checking in with us tonight. That brings us to Atlanta 91, Alfonso in Marietta. Good evening, Alfonso. How are you doing tonight?
How you doing tonight? I'm doing great. Finally checked in and checking on and saying hello to everybody on the net. It's been a while, I know. Break. But, life issues, and I've been working a lot, and my schedule don't allow me to talk much because I have a schedule that I'm working on Thursday night. So, but I'm off for the next couple of months on Thursday night, so I'm going to try to check in. I am coming to the barbecue to cook the dinner thing.
Outstanding. That is good news to hear that you're going to be coming to that barbecue. So, yeah, I totally get it, Alfonso. Work getting in the way of playing and having a good time. So, good to hear that you'll have a couple of months off, though. So maybe we'll get a chance to catch up during that time. That's outstanding. So, yeah, Alfonso, are you planning on bringing anybody to the barbecue?
Yes, I'm planning on dragging my wife with me, so there's going to be two of us who plan on coming and having a good time and finally getting to meet all you guys and seeing you guys again, the ones I have met in the past, and just to, sit down and have some fellowship.
Outstanding. Well, Alfonso, I'll definitely be looking forward to that. I don't think I had a chance to meet your wife, so that'll be a treat for sure. So, good stuff, Alfonso. We'll stick around for when we open up the floor, my friend. With that, I'm going to go ahead and check in with Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. Good evening, Andrew. How are you and the kids doing tonight?
Good evening, Julie, and everyone on the net. We are doing well over here. I've been kind of radio slacking here recently. About a week ago, I looked up at the clock and saw it was after 9:30 and realized I'd missed the net last week. So, oops. But here we are this week, and I've been slacking in other radio, things as well. I haven't even started studying for my extra yet, which I had said a couple weeks ago I was. So, anyway, I need to get back on the ball, but nonetheless, we're doing good over here. Nothing really to report. Same old. Work is slowed down considerably. Who knows what that has to do with? Maybe some type of speculation of different things going on that you might get sick from. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it doesn't. Whatever. But that's pretty much it. And I will be at the barbecue. I might be there a little late because, of course, Saturday is my Friday, so I'll have to leave from work and then hightail it over there. But can't wait to see everyone. Back to net control.
Outstanding, Andrew. I'm glad to hear that we'll get to catch up with you at the barbecue as well. Yeah, I was hoping that we give you plenty of advance notice. You'll be able to make that happen. So I'm glad to hear that you're planning on being there. Hey, I don't think you'll be late. I think you'll be just on time. So, anytime you get there is going to be perfect. But yeah, crazy stuff with your work slowing down. I find that rather interesting, especially with the work that you're involved in. If it has anything to do with all the goofiness that's going on around here right now, that surprises me. But hey, I guess it could happen. It very well could be. Who knows? But yeah, I'm sure things will pick up here real soon, and then you'll be saying that you can't, keep up with everything. So take the slow down while you have it, because invariably it's going to pick back up again. So, well, good talking to you, Andrew. We'll catch up with you again real soon. With that, We have Atlanta 911, Cassandra sitting right here in Studio B doing nothing but, um, I'm having a hard time concentrating because she's sitting here. But anyway, hey friend, how are you?
Okay, so how is that my fault that you can't concentrate? I'm not doing anything. I'm doing good though. How are you?
Well, actually, you have been talking, and I hear you in my headphones. So that's a bit distracting, friend.
Let's kick your husband out of the room then. Or I can go home and let him come over since he keeps changing the screen on me. But anyways, I'm doing good. Um, my work has not slowed down. It's been a little bit crazy and busy and this time of year, so I'm thankful for that. And I get to take Saturday off. I was just telling Justin, it's the annual Canine Memorial that I get to go to this weekend, so I always photograph that event. And long day, but a lot of fun. So I am hoping to make the barbecue. I completely forgot about it until I kept hearing everybody talking about it.
Of
Oops.
course. Oh my.
Well, you are the official photographer.
Huh?
I'm the official nothing.
You're the official photographer.
I'm the official nothing. And I will I think it was Andrew that said he may show up late. You know me. I may show up late. I may leave early. That's kind of
That's what you do.
That's exactly what I do. But I make an appearance.
Without a doubt, you always show up and at least say hello. You're our precious moment, Cassandra. You're precious for a moment.
Usually with some kind of crazy dog with me as well.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, Cassandra is my sidekick tonight, and very distracting between her and Justin over here, but fun nonetheless. But cool stuff. So if any of you have had an opportunity to meet Cassandra, what a treat you would have. She is an amazing photographer. She has a Facebook page where she puts a lot of her photography up on, and the pictures that she takes, without a doubt, are truly amazing. So she does an outstanding job. That's why we try to recruit her to show up at our events and take pictures. But again, she is our precious moment. So she's usually late and she leaves early, but she always makes it. So
and she works cheap.
and she works very cheap. So.
I stay busy, so I do try to at least pop in between appointments and whatever else I'm doing.
And that is true.
But thank you.
She is very, very busy, and I am glad to hear that your business is not suffering, because we've seen those slow times for you, and that's not pretty. So feast or famine.
New construction is killing us right now, but yes, real estate is interest rates for anybody. I'll do a little plug here for anybody that's got a mortgage right now. Now is the perfect time to refinance if you're anywhere above 4%, because I saw a couple people locking in below 3 this week, and but yeah, it's a good time to refinance, purchase, whatever. It's crazy out there, and I do not do mortgages. I just help with the buy sell portion of it.
Wow, that is pretty amazing. Yeah, if you're able to get in now. So, anyway, thank you for that, Cassandra, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. And
always a fun time.
Kicking Justin out for a little while. It's nice to have a new face over
here. He didn't
here.
go very far, about 2 inches.
Far enough to just aggravate. But anyway. All right, with that, we'll go ahead and move on to our friend Atlanta 33, Ricky in Jasper. Ricky, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Julie. Just sitting up here enjoying the not raining right now. Of course, I know that's an old subject, but yeah, I'm just tired of the rain. I'm ready for spring, ready to get out and do some stuff and enjoy it there. But not going to be able to make the barbecue. I have a great uncle and great aunt that are having a 75th wedding anniversary party, so we got to go make that special for them. And I was looking forward to it until I remembered I had that going on. But hope y'all are doing well. It's good to hear everybody on the net. Good evening.
Well, my golly, Ricky, I can definitely understand you missing the barbecue for that. That is something to be celebrated for sure.
Impressive.
75 years. Holy cow. Yeah, that is incredible. So, yeah, my friend, I think we should all knock off and go celebrate that one.
Amen.
That's pretty impressive, especially this day and age. So, yep, I hear you about getting tired of the rain. So, I hope you're able to get out this weekend and enjoy yourself, Ricky. So, who'd you say this is your aunt and uncle?
Yeah, it's a great aunt and uncle. Yeah, they're in their 90s. I can't imagine I'll be around that long, but yeah, just got to make it special for them.
Absolutely. You know, we just celebrated a couple years ago my parents' 50th, which was, yeah, that's pretty impressive too, but I can't imagine 75. So, very cool stuff, Ricky. I hope you take pictures of that celebration and post that on our Facebook. That would be something pretty cool to see.
I will definitely try to do that for sure. But yeah, it was good getting on here. I'm like the other guy a minute ago. I end up looking at the clock and it's 9:30 and I've missed the net. I'll try to do better from here on.
Well, I totally get that life and activities get in the way for sure. But, you know, it's a pleasure having you on here, Ricky, and glad you checked in with us. Great talking to you, and I look forward to you checking in some more. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my other half, Atlanta 946, Justin. I think he went back out to the driveway again.
He
Are
did
you there,
something.
sweetie?
Well, indeed I am. I'm out here hanging out in Studio F 150 and making a little room inside. So hopefully Cassandra put her phone away and she's pressing the buttons and making the live stream look fantastic. But it's great to participate in this week's net. I really enjoy having you back at the helm, and I'm sure many others do as well. And yeah, it's cool stuff, and I'm really excited about the barbecue here in just a couple of weeks. So that's going to be a good time, and it'll be great to be able to put some faces to some names, and we've got so many new people, and it's really exciting with all of the new members that we have to get a chance to reconnect. And Ricky, as far as you know, the 75th anniversary goes, man, that is cool stuff.
It is.
And I definitely support you being at that. And don't worry, because we're going to have more of these as the year goes on. We sometimes gather at the air show. We sometimes gather at different events and parks and things. So as the summer progresses, we'll find events that fit for the North Georgia GMRS family, and we'll go do stuff. So don't worry about missing this one. There'll be others. That's all I have. Back to you, Nat.
Couldn't have said that better myself, Justin. Yep. So we definitely have lots of events throughout the year. We also take, you know, from our members, if you guys have a place that you recommend, or if you want us to throw together something in your area that's a little closer to your house, reach out to us and let us know. You know, that is something we can definitely take a look at. So, good stuff. Thank you for that, Justin. And with that, I'm going to move on. We have our friend Atlanta 261, Scott in Woodstock, and our friend Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth. Both of you were in and out tonight. Thank you so much for checking in, though, and letting us know that you're out there and that you're listening in. With that, we have Atlanta 46, Michael in Loganville, and Michael is a new member. Good evening, Michael. How are you tonight?
I'm having a wonderful night. Actually, today is my 40th birthday, and I'm about to go in and have some dinner with some family. But I wanted to kind of get on here and just make sure that y'all can hear me okay from Loganville. I got a new radio that I plugged in today, so hopefully it's coming across for you good. But I want to thank you very much for putting this together. This is an awesome thing. I'm new at this, and I also want to give a shout out to my friend. He's going to join. He's going to become a member also. He got his GMRS license, same as me. He's WRSS 990. I want to give a shout out to him if he's listening still. But thank y'all very much for having me on.
Well, outstanding, Michael, and happy birthday to you. That's very cool stuff, and I appreciate you hanging out with us instead of, going on with your party and whatnot. So, very cool stuff, Michael. Welcome to the North Georgia GMRS family. That's outstanding. Just curious, though, how did you hear about us?
Friend that I was telling you about, he was really interested in ham radio, and I started doing some research, and I said, well, why don't we go ahead and get the GMRS license while we're studying for the ham radio? On March 21st, we're going to go take the test for ham also. But as I started looking at GMRS, I was like, well, there's repeater towers out here, and then from there I found out, all of them were linked together through your net. So I said, okay, well, that's really cool, and, I just kind of been playing with it ever since.
Well, outstanding, Michael. That is very exciting. I'm so glad that you were able to find us and that you joined our group here. I think you'll, as you get in here on the nets and you listen in throughout the week, you will find that there are some pretty amazing members that are with this group here, and I highly encourage you to come out to some of our meet and greets that we have throughout the year. If you can't make the one on March 21st, that's okay. As Justin said, we have many, many more throughout the year. We've had fox hunts, and just a lot of really fun activities. So that's an excellent time where you can put a face to the voice, and we have a great time at those. So that's outstanding. I think you'll also find, Michael, of interest is that a lot of our members are also ham operators as well. So I wish you well on that test there, March 21st. If you're not aware, when you go and take that test, that initial test, if this is for your tech license, if you pass, you can also go on to take your general the same day. And I highly encourage you to do so because if nothing else, you'll at least get a feel for what the general questions will be. So that's cool stuff. We'll be keeping our fingers crossed for you, Michael, and would love to hear about it come March 21st.
Very much. Yeah, I was thinking about going ahead and just trying out the test just so I can see how it's like for the second level there you were referring to. But yeah, I'm kind of, I'm not very good at studying, so me and my friend have been studying together on the weekends and trying to knock that out. And hopefully I'll pass, at least one of them. Hopefully two. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hearing from y'all again. I greatly appreciate the time, and this is WRSG 361, Atlanta 46 South.
Outstanding, Michael. Well, again, welcome to North Georgia GMRS, and happy birthday, my friend. Look forward to talking to you again real soon. And with that, we'll move on to our friend Noonan 40, Larry in Noonan. Good evening, Larry. It's been a while. How are you and the family doing?
Noonan 40. Good evening, Julie. It is great to hear your voice, dear. It has been a long time, and I was getting tired of listening to Justin. But I get to hear him on Sunday nights also, so maybe you can join in on that. But down here in Noonan, I have been dealing with a couple of health issues, but this is kind of dominating my days and schedule. and hopefully we'll get those taken care of here real soon. But noon and 41, Phyllis is, I think, on her way back from Montgomery today. She's been over there today on some business. But hopefully she'll be home before midnight anyway. Can you tell me the location again of the name of the restaurant where the event is going to be on the 21st?
Absolutely, Larry. The name of the restaurant is Wallace Barbecue. It is located in Austell. The address we have up on Facebook, but I'll go ahead and give it to you again anyway. It's located at 3035 Veterans Memorial Highway. And again, that's in Austell. The name of the restaurant, one more time, is Wallace Barbecue. Justin and I have had the pleasure of going there with Mona in Houston, and I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed, that's for sure. So definitely looking forward to seeing you there, Larry. That would be very cool if you and Phyllis will be able to make it. But my golly, my friend, I had no idea about your health issues. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you are on the mends and recovering here very quickly.
Well, I'm in the process of being on the mend, so we're looking, put it that way. Yeah, I had the event on my calendar, but just didn't have the location, so I've got that dialed in now, so I appreciate it. I hope to be able to be there, but I'll have to confirm that with the boss lady and see if we can make that event. I really look forward to it. So, again, glad to have you back on the air, and just shout out to Cassandra there with you. So this is Higgin 40 WQZ 444 back in that control.
Well, outstanding, Larry. It's definitely a pleasure talking to you, my friend. Hope that Phyllis makes it home safely. I hope she doesn't encounter too much of the, issues with rain or flooding or any of that stuff. So, prayers out to her for safe travels. Prayers to you, my friend, for a speedy recovery. And, if you can't make it March 21st, we'll just have to arrange a time that Justin and I come down there and hang out with you and Phyllis again real soon. So we'll definitely, put that on the books. So thanks for checking in with us tonight, Larry. You take care, my friend. And with that, that brings us to Atlanta 6-0, Gary in Noonan. Good evening, Gary. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Julie, and you're doing a fine job. Realize that I'm probably a newcomer to the net. You never hear me on the net, and that's generally because either I don't have a portable with me real quick or I'm in the middle of eating dinner because the missus gets home right around 7 o'clock and then starts cooking dinner and we're sitting down. But since we had a nice long net tonight, dinner's over with and I'm relaxing in my easy chair and enjoying the radio traffic break.
That's awesome.
It's really great to hear everybody on the net tonight, and I want to thank everybody for participating. And I heard Justin mention something about the membership growth. We're very excited about that. Our first quarter numbers are looking really good. A lot of new names all around different places. And, of course, they're welcome, and we enjoy seeing that. But Diane and I both are looking forward to being at the barbecue. And
awesome.
Looking forward to seeing everybody and hope we have a big turnout. And it'll be a good time, that's for sure. I do want to make one announcement, right? Now maybe that there's a window of opportunity and no rain tearing me up. I'm going to venture out tomorrow and be down in the McDonough area, and we're going to do maintenance on the McDonough repeater. So the repeater will probably be off the air. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to guess from about 11 a.m. till maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We try and visit all of our repeater sites at least once a year and do a health and wellness check on them and make sure everything's okay and on frequency and working the way we want. So we'll be down there taking care of that problem, and should be back on the air mid-afternoon. I certainly want to get the heck out of Dodge, at least out of McDonough, before rush hour traffic, because that's always a real treat trying to get in and out of that area on 75. Other than that, thank you so much for doing the net. I appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing everybody in a couple weeks. Atlanta 6-0, back to net control.
Well, good stuff, Gary. Yes, thank you for those announcements. The membership growth, that is very exciting stuff. And, we're just beginning March. So, this group is growing by leaps and bounds, and it's definitely exciting for sure. And we will definitely be looking forward to seeing you and Diane. It's been a minute since we've hung out, so definitely excited to hear that the two of you are planning on coming to the barbecue. It'll be a good time for sure. So thank you for all that, Gary, and thank you for all your work with the health and wellness checks of our repeaters. I tell you, I know it's a lot of work, and I appreciate all that you do as well as I know everybody else does. That's a lot. So it's very time consuming. Definitely a commitment. So thank you for all that you do, Gary. With that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our friend McDonough22, Tim in Stockbridge. Good evening, Tim. How are things going over in your part of the world?
Good evening, Julie. And good to hear you at net control again tonight. And not any big news to report from down here. Just had the day off today and sitting around the house enjoying the day off while some work was being done on the job that they didn't want me around. So I get back at it tomorrow and get another day's work in, and looking forward to hopefully a day of sunshine if the weather forecast holds out. It's been kind of wet down here. Of course, I'm in better shape than a lot of people because I'm on kind of high ground. About a half mile from my house, there's a farm pond down behind me, and it's kind of lower down, and the farm pond has overrun its banks and running across the road there. So I'm glad I don't have to depend on that road to get in and out from where I live at. I just happened to go through there the other day and just barely made it through the puddle, and then it rained all day today and yesterday, and of course I'm sure it's a lot higher now than it was, but no big news to report from the Stockbridge area. Glad to hear that the doctor's paying a house call to the McDonough repeater tomorrow, and I'm sure that everything will be well. That repeater's been serving us well down here, and I'm sure it will continue to do so. And I certainly understand what Gary's saying about getting out of town before the traffic hits. If you live down here, you know exactly what he's talking about. And, I did want to tell Justin I got the postcard today and thank him for that. And other than that, I guess that's about all to report from the Stockbridge down here. So I'll turn it back to you, Julie, at Net Control.
Awesome stuff, Tim. Yeah, I'm glad, things have been kind of boring your way. There's something to be said about boring, let me tell you. So, and I'm glad that water, being over the road like that doesn't affect you, because I'm sure there are plenty of friends out there that are being affected by that. Holy cow, it just seems like we get wave after wave of rain coming in here, and you know, my brother, he has been down in Alabama for several months now working, and he's out working in the rain, so it's been pretty miserable for him. Feel sorry for everybody that has to work in this kind of element, but on the brighter side, we are getting some sunshine tomorrow. We're supposed to have a beautiful weekend, so I'll take it.
Amen.
So it was nice talking to you, Tim. It's always a pleasure. Glad everything's going well for you on your side of the world. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and call out for any late check-ins from any repeater anywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor. So if you have any questions or comments, now's your time. Net Control will be standing by.
This is WQMN 733, Atlanta 36. Bill, late check-in from Waleska.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 36. Bill in Waleska. Good evening, Bill. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening. Good evening to the net. Doing great. Actually saw sunshine this evening, which was great. Looking forward, hopefully, to some. Sounds like Friday and maybe over the weekend. But had a great day and looking forward to a great weekend. Hate I'm going to miss the gathering, but hopefully I'll catch the next one. And I'll throw it back to Net Control.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're doing well over there, Bill. You're sounding great through here. And yeah, I saw a little peek of the sunshine too. Almost didn't know what it was that I was looking at. It seems like it's been so long since it's been out. But yep, we are in for a good weekend. So I'm sure you're going to capitalize on that, Bill. Good talking to you, my friend. Thank you for checking in with us this evening. And with that, again, I'll call it out for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere, and the floor is open. Net Control standing by.
Comment for Net Control.
Yeah, go ahead, Donald.
Yeah, I'm just dog sitting. My mother's not with me anymore, so that's all I have to report.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're dog sitting. I know your cousin is probably appreciating you taking the dog off her hands for a little while, and I know your mother probably thoroughly enjoyed her time hanging out with you up there at the cabin. So cool stuff. You know, I was at the grocery store just the other day. Justin said that you had called out to him, and you were supposed to be sending me a list. What happened?
You didn't get my list. I sent it to you.
No, I never got it. I think you sent it to the wrong number.
Wrong, Julie.
How many 947s?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
But I think me and Dad are gonna come to the barbecue also.
Outstanding, Donald. I hope you and your dad do. So that would be very cool to hang out with you guys again.
Donald, I just want to know how many Julies you have in your life if you're sending it to the wrong Julie.
I don't know if he can hear you because your mic.
I don't know if you could hear me. I forgot my mic was not close up, but I want to know, Donald, how many Julies you have in your life if you're sending it to the wrong person, because there's really only one Julie.
She probably turned her volume down when I sent the list to her.
I hear you, and I got a puppy out in the car. You can dog sit anytime you want. You might not be happy with me afterwards, though. That's not your typical puppy.
Well, anytime you need a dog sitter, just come on up to Blairsville and bring it.
Yeah, he's a good dog sitter there, Cassandra. So, Yeah, he spoils the dog that he has over there pretty bad. So you might not want the dog back by the time Donald's through with it, but
Oh, I'm sure Donald will be calling me after about 2 hours with that little puppy out there who's 70 pounds and all teeth.
hmm. Well, all right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and call one more time for any late check-ins. This is last call for late check-ins and last call for additional comments. Net Control is standing by.
I've got a comment, but I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to check in first. Julie, I'm going to pop in there for a second and let everybody know I've been asked to be the team leader of my company's muscular dystrophy walk in September. So while I'm actually fundraising for this, muscular dystrophy is a important cause to us. I'm also wanting to invite anybody out that would like to walk. It's over at the zoo on September 12th. And the great thing about that is we get into the zoo for free if you're part of the event. So my goal personally is to raise $2,000, and my company is trying to raise $7,000. So as the team leader, I'm taking on the bulk share. I'm going to break. But yeah, it does start early. It starts before the zoo opens. So hopefully we'll be able to get to some of the exhibits before the crowds all come in that Saturday morning. So if you have an interest, um, the suggested donation is $100 per team, but that's just a suggested. If somebody's got $20 or $50, $20, $30, whatever, let me know and we'll get you signed up and come join us over at the zoo in September. It should be a beautiful day.
Well, that's pretty cool stuff. So that might be something that would be worth putting on Facebook too. See if anybody's interested in forming a team or just coming out for the walk. So get that information to us, Cassandra, and maybe we can get something posted and see who might be interested in joining.
Will do. I've got it on my Facebook page, so I'll be sure to share it over to the page for the net.
Cool stuff. All right. Well, that sounds great. Okay, folks, I just want to remind you one more time that Atlanta 60, Gary had announced that the McDonough repeater will be offline for maintenance. That'll be tomorrow from 11 to about 2 o'clock. He's thinking that it's going to be back online by 2. So minor interruption in service, but for a long-term gain. So, and again, the meet and greet is March 21st at 6 p.m. Please get on our Facebook page and just comment on there if you're planning on coming and how many you're bringing with you. So we'll definitely be looking forward to seeing everybody there. And with that, this concludes the North Georgia Regional GMRS Net. We had a total of 21 check-ins, including myself. Net Control will be returning the repeater back to normal use. Everyone that signed in should sign out. Thank you for allowing me to be your Net Control tonight. Good night, everyone. Atlanta 947 WQIR 514. Clear.